Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a Q&A that I have seriously owed you guys for a really long time. When I hit 5,000 subscribers, I told you guys to leave me all kinds of questions that I would be answering so that you guys could get to know me a little better. And I have seriously filmed this like 2 or 3 times, and each time I didn't like the footage or I was babbling or something, so I was like, today is the day. I am finally going to get it right. I'm going to sit down and try not to make this video too long, but get through as many questions as possible. And if I have to put it into 2 parts, I will, but it was to the point where I was filming it and it was like 4 or 5 parts already, and I was like, no, we gotta make this faster. I gotta like get through these questions faster, that way I can answer all of the questions for you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I have my phone in front of me. The first one is from Caitlin Record, and she said, what made you decide to start a YouTube channel? And so like I said, I'm gonna try to keep everything short and sweet and to the point, that way you guys can get as many questions answered. But basically, I just watched so many girls over the years, Jaclyn Hill, Casey Holmes, Makeup by Tiffany D, and I love them, and I was like, you know what, I have so much makeup too. I feel like I can do this. Like, I'm pretty good at makeup. People are always giving me compliments on my makeup and asking me to help them and do their makeup, or my mom has me do her makeup, or friends have me do their makeup for special occasions. I'm just like, you know what, I can do that too. I can do makeup tutorials sometimes. I love like teaching or reviewing stuff, so I love doing all that kind of stuff on my channel. So I pretty much just finally was like, all right, once I meet the rest of my goals in my life, like at that point, I was like, I'm gonna start a channel. So at the time, it was like, I need to pass the CPA and then I can start a channel. I passed the CPA, but then we got engaged, and I was like, okay, I need to get through this wedding and then I'm gonna start a channel. So literally, like the day after we got back from our honeymoon, I like got all my stuff together and started filming. So I basically started it because I was like, I love makeup, and I feel like I can do what all these other girls are doing that they're enjoying, and I was like, why not spread my passion and love for makeup as well? So that's why I decided to do it. Anna Denny said, what is your dream job? I will say, like, as nerdy as it is, I knew I always wanted to be an accountant. I knew when I was a junior in high school, when I took accounting senior year, I went into college knowing my major, like, I knew I wanted to be an accountant, which for me, like, in that aspect of being realistic, like, that's my dream job. It makes sense. But if it weren't for, like, if I'm talking like unrealistic dream job where it's like, I didn't need to be an accountant, someone's like, here, I will literally hand you your job, like, what is it that you want in life? I would definitely want to be a makeup artist for the movies, and not like theatrical stuff, because like I said, I'm not very artsy. Like, I wouldn't want to do like Avatar makeup and like stuff like that, but like movie star makeup for movies, because I remember watching Hunger Games thinking like, look at Jennifer Lawrence's like awesome makeup where she looks like she doesn't have makeup on, but I was like, girl, that highlight looks so good right now. You look so fierce. Like, I watch movies and I like look at all that stuff. So to me, I would love my dream job to be to do makeup for movie sets. Crystal Carroll said, what are some of your must-have skincare products? And as you guys know, I started using Sunday Riley Good Genes maybe a month or 2 ago in a Sephora haul. Absolutely love that. Like, that is like a new holy grail. Like, it's done wonders for my skin. I love it. I love my Peter Thomas Roth Unwrinkle pads, because I tend to have problems with like texture and pores. So I love the Sunday Riley stuff. I love the Peter Thomas Roth. Like, I can't live without that. What else? I use a lot of masks. I like masking a lot. I can't think of all the different masks I like, but I like Josie Maran. I like Boscia. I like Glam Glow. Like, I like a lot of those. But definitely my new must-have skincare product is definitely the Sunday Riley Good Genes. Mel Joya said, if you had to use only one makeup brand for the next 5 years, what would it be? That probably would be either MAC or Lorac, just because I've always loved MAC. That was probably like the first huge like expensive makeup brand I ever got into, because where I used to live before I moved to where I live now, I didn't have MAC near me. I didn't have Sephora, and so when I moved here for my job where I live now, I was obsessed. When I got to MAC, I was like, oh my god, this is heaven. And to me, MAC is like, I could wear everything from MAC and have like a full face and everything look great, whereas there's other brands like I like a lot of stuff, but maybe a full face, I wouldn't love everything. So definitely MAC for like a full rounded, like primers to eyeliners to lipsticks, everything is there that I absolutely love and I could use. But I also, like I said, I love Lorac. I like their lipsticks. I love their eyeshadows. They're probably my most favorite eyeshadows, if not my absolute favorite. So definitely MAC or Lorac would be like my must-haves. Drops of Highlight, I like that username, said, what's your favorite highlighter of all time? Congrats on 5K. Thank you. My favorite highlighter of all time probably is the Dior Illuminating Glowing Garden highlighters in Glowing Pink and Glowing Nude. They are so beautiful. They melt into the skin. They're gorgeous. But besides that, because that's not really readily available for anyone, my next ones are definitely the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kits. I love those. Cassandra D said, said, yay 5K, that's awesome, congrats, incredibly generous giveaway, too kind. Your channel's so great and I see nothing but big things in the future. Thank you. For the Q&A, when did you start getting into makeup and collecting makeup? So like I said, I probably started wearing makeup when I was 12. I'd say my collection was absolutely normal, like all the way up into like when I graduated college. Like I had like a normal amount, like a sane amount of makeup. And now I have like an insane amount of makeup. And it was really when I graduated college, I had my first, the career I'm in now, I had a salary and I moved far away from home, not super far, but like 2.5 hours away to a bigger populated area that had Sephora's and Macs and Nordstrom's and everything possible. And that's when the insanity happened. So definitely when I was probably like 22 when I graduated college, I really got insane with makeup and started collecting it. Tracy Parker said, what are your stranded on a deserted island beauty must-haves? So that would definitely be foundation, mascara, and lipstick, because I feel like if I can't have blush, if I can't have bronzer, I can't have any of that stuff. If you have foundation, your face looks great. If you have your mascara, it makes your eyes pop, and if you have lipstick, it makes everything be put together. So definitely foundation, mascara, and lipstick. All right, Miranda Zaramovsky, sorry if I messed that up, girl. I know you're always commenting. She said, do you have a favorite YouTuber? And of course, I have tons of beauty people that I've been watching for like 5 years that I love. Jaclyn Hill, Casey Holmes, Makeup by Tiffany Nee, Nicole Guerrera. I love all those, but I would say like I've been really getting into Casey Neistat lately. I had gone into Best Buy to buy like equipment for like YouTube and stuff like that, and the guy working was like asking if I watch Casey Neistat, and I was like no, and I guess like he's really big into all the like cinematography and photography and all that kind of stuff. So I started watching him, and it's totally nothing to do with like makeup and beauty or anything. It's just this guy that is just so fascinating and literally just vlogs every single day. He has like 4 million subscribers. It's insane. I love watching his channel because one, he's interesting. I love his voice. It's intriguing. His life's interesting. Like his actual like photography and like cinematography and like his video editing and all that. It's just so cool. So I love Casey Neistat, which is like so random because like I typically only watch makeup and beauty stuff, but I love his channel. I watch him every single day. I love Casey Neistat. Deanna Marie asks, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Congrats on 5K, by the way. Thank you. I am 26. I turned 26 in February. Rissy Glitz said, so happy for you. What is your best advice for a new beauty YouTuber? Definitely start off with like a simple camera or your phone or something or your laptop and see if you like it first and try it out for a couple of months and see if it works with your schedule. See if you enjoy it. Like, you got to see if you like it first before you go invest all this money and this time like researching all kinds of stuff like I have at this point. But I really enjoy it and I know I'm going to stick with it, so that's why I've invested in lights and camera and lenses. But definitely if you're first starting off, just start off really slow and start off with like some simple equipment and don't go ham at first, because you may realize it's a lot of work, or maybe I don't like it as much as I thought I would. Like start off small, see if you like it, and then kind of slowly upgrade like one thing at a time. You definitely don't need everything like all at once to be a YouTuber as well. Katie Vex said, hey girl, so excited for you. My question is, if you got the opportunity to collaborate with a brand, which brand would you choose and what type of product would you create? So definitely I would want to create a lipstick because I feel like it's gotta probably be easier to create a couple of colors that would be universal for multiple people, as well as like pleasing a lot of people, and like feel like a lot of people like pinks and nudes and reds. Like you can't go too wrong with that. And I also am one of those people that, like, I don't go out the house with like something on my lips. I've always been that way my whole entire life, whether it was lip balm when I was little all the way to lipsticks and now, and like stuff like that. So definitely lipsticks are one of my favorite products, so that's what I would want to create. As far as collaborating with a brand, probably any of the favorite brands that I've talked about, I would love to. Jess Fuller said, is YouTube your primary job, or do you also work in another line of business? So I did go to school for accounting and finance, graduated with the 2 degrees, and I am a CPA, so I am an auditor, and I work in public accounting. So that is my full-time job, and YouTube technically is my hobby, even though I work probably, like I said, 25, 30 hours a week on YouTube. That is just all secondary to my job. Like, that comes first, and then YouTube is second, but definitely not my full-time job. Rachel Ravis? I'm sorry, girl. My question, how did you and your husband meet, and who said I love you first? So My husband and I met in college, and we met rushing a business fraternity that we ended up not getting into and decided to start our own business fraternity at our college. Go AK Psi. So we met rushing that, and then I technically said I love you first. Like, I'm pretty sure I was drunk one night after a party in college. So he always jokes that I technically like spilled the beans first, but he technically like really like coherently said it first, and he actually said it in Polish. Melissa J. Miss Lovely 92 said, what is your favorite burrito combination at Chipotle? Because she knows I love Chipotle. It's my second love. Like, I'm obsessed with Chipotle. Obsessed. But I don't actually get burritos. I always get burrito bowls, and I get the same exact thing every single time. And my record is eating it 6 days in 1 week, and I have no shame. And I got the same thing every single time because chips and guacamole there is amazing. Like, best guacamole ever. But I always get white rice. If I'm eating unhealthy, I should say, I'm eating white rice with fajita vegetables, with chicken, with medium salsa, corn, light sour cream, which they always mess up. I'm like, just a little sour cream, and they're like, whoosh. I'm like, okay. But there is one girl at the Chipotle I always go to, like, she gets it right. So whenever she's working, I'm like, yes, I'm actually getting light sour cream. And then I always get cheese. Now, if I'm eating healthy, I skip the rice, I get vegetables, I get chicken, and I get medium salsa, and that's all I get. And then it's not as bad. So, but usually I'm not eating healthy when I go to Chipotle. Anna Ayala, sorry girl. What is your favorite drugstore brand? High-end. P.S. Your smile is contagious. Thanks. Favorite drugstore brand probably is L'Oreal. Yeah, I'm gonna say L'Oreal. No, I like NYX. I'm going to say NYX. I like NYX Cosmetics a lot. And then high-end is probably Marc Jacobs. It's probably the one that I have the most amount of high-end products from. Mac VP said, is everything you review bought with your money? Why did you start a YouTube channel? Do you regret starting a YouTube channel? Yes, currently everything that I have pretty much ever shown has been bought with my own money. If I do any kind of sponsored videos, which I've never had the option to yet, or if I do get sent products to try complimentary, I will always leave that information down below. I am now to the point where I'm starting to get some kind of like PR stuff, and I will definitely always let you guys know in the description box if something's sent to me or if it were to be a sponsored video. But currently up to this point, everything has always been purchased with my money. I already answered, why did you start a YouTube channel and do I regret it? No, I absolutely love it, even though it's a ton of work, especially during busy season. That was really, really tough, but I made through it with still doing a fantastic job at work because that's what's most important. And then I still like accomplished what I wanted to during those 4 months on YouTube and still getting video and content out for you guys. So even though it's a lot of work, I still really, really enjoy it. Tammy Anderson said, with all the new collaborations, recent releases, and upcoming, what are you most excited about? Super, super excited about the Too Faced and the Kat Von D collaboration for that palette. Probably the most excited about that one so far. And then, of course, like all of them are coming out, all the brands with the holiday stuff, and they all look beautiful and awesome. Tissa Chan 1 said, congrats on 5,000. For Q&A, what are your top 3 eyeshadow palettes? So I'm looking again back through there. Lorac would definitely be one, the Tarte Tartelette in Bloom palette, and then probably the Balm Meet Matrimony palette. I love that one. Lindsay Welsh said, do you have any kids? If so, how many? If not, do you want them? No, we do not have kids. We only have a fur baby. We probably will have another fur baby in the next couple years. When we get a house, we'll definitely get another dog. Not really wanting to have kids, but you never know, but not really wanting to have kids. The only thing I want with kids is to name them. Like, I have some pretty awesome names picked out. If it was a girl, Peyton Sawyer, because I'm obsessed with One Tree Hill. Not obsessed with Peyton, though. She was, like, not one of my favorite characters at all. I loved Brooke Davis, but I love the name Peyton Sawyer, and if it was a boy, Landon Lucas. Because, yes, Landon from One Tree Hill, or not One Tree Hill, The Real World back in the day, if you guys are around my age and watched that show, there was a Landon, and he was so hot and so nice, and I was like, oh, I love that name, it's so unique too. And Landon from A Walk to Remember, so I like the name Landon's a little unique, and Peyton's a little unique as well. So those would be the names. I have fun making up names, don't really want kids, but I like making up names. Ashley Nicole said, what kind of software, camera, tripod, lights do you use on your video? I leave all that information down below in the description box now. But I use a Canon Rebel T5i, a Sigma lens, umbrella lights, I got new box lights now, a ring light, Rode mic, and then I use Final Cut Pro. Alex H said, pie or cake? Definitely cake. Anyone that knows me knows that besides Chipotle, if I had to pick what's my favorite food of life, cake. cake, cake, cake. And I don't mean fake cake, cake with like whipped frosting from like Walmart, like that kind of like Cool Whip frosting. I mean cake with buttercream with almond frosting. I take my cake seriously. Like we had 2 cakes at our wedding. Like I'm obsessed with cake. I would eat cake and like chips and guacamole and cheese like every day if I could without getting fat. Like, those are like my favorite foods, but definitely cake. Best ever. KT Schneider said, congrats on 5K. I'm so happy for you. Thank you. I have been wondering, how did you end up being a makeup YouTuber, and how do you feel like, and do you feel like it takes up a lot of your time? So I had just an ungodly amount of makeup. I loved it. I saw other people and I was like, I can do this. I want to do this. I want to share my love and passion with everyone else. And yes, it definitely takes up a lot of my time personally, but that's all, you know, extra stress that I put on myself. You definitely can do it as much as you want, but I really enjoy putting out a video for you guys every single day for the most part. I mean, there's typically 5 to 10 videos every single week for you guys, and so I just really enjoy that. But I mean, I film pretty much all 5 to 10 videos in one single day on the weekend, so that takes up one whole day of my weekend, and then I'm editing every single night before I go to bed. And usually I used to not be a night owl and go to bed at like 10 o'clock, and now I'm a night owl because of YouTube. So definitely it's a lot of extra time, but I like it, so to me it's worthwhile. Leslie Moore said, congrats on 5K. You deserve it, and what a generous giveaway. Q&A, do you read, and if so, what's your favorite book? I work at a library, so I'm always curious. So I do read. I am currently reading, I can't remember what it's called actually. It was like a recommended book because I read Girl on the Train, which I really enjoyed, but my favorite book of all time is 1984, which if you haven't read it, from George Orwell. It is a book about the government and like the concept of Big Brother. So that is like my favorite book of all time. Julia Manalasta said, what is your favorite vacation destination? I've really only been to like 2 places out of the United States. One, as a graduation present, my mom and I went to Punta Cana, which I loved, and then for our honeymoon, we went to St. Lucia, and definitely I was so in love with St. Lucia. Like, I want to go back in a heartbeat. Loved it. Definitely would recommend St. Lucia to anyone. Trina, hey girl, butterfly girl 0901 said, when you get to the point of extreme popularity, would you quit your normal life job to totally do YouTube? And the answer probably would be no, honestly, because I did not go to school technically for 5 years. I graduated a semester early, but I did not go to school and get 2 majors and study my butt off for 18 months for the CPA to quit my job. I'm pretty sure my mother would kill me in the first place. So probably not. I would love to be partner one day at my auditing firm. I would love to be partner and be a YouTuber at the same time. So I definitely don't think I would quit my job. Paige Gerby said, what do you find most rewarding about running your YouTube channel? Definitely just, like I said, I love teaching and helping other people. So for me, getting to do reviews and just like throw as much information as possible with you guys and try to help you make like the most informed decision ever is really rewarding when you guys say like, this really helped, or this, like, you know, ask me questions and I get to tell you like my opinion. You're like, oh, this helps so much. Like, to me, that's the most rewarding, is getting to help you guys out and make decisions. Alex Androck 617 said, what is it like meeting Jaclyn Hill? I saw you met her on Snapchat. I was like, oh my gosh, that's Amy. That was awesome. I know I was a total freak and like saw it on Snapchat, and I was like, I know where she's at. I'm going. I looked like poo. I was eating Chipotle, and I was like, I don't even care. I threw on clothes. Pretty sure they were dirty because I just grabbed them from like my closet, sitting on the floor, and I was like, I'm going. Like, there's no way she's there, but I'm going. And then sure enough, she was there, and I caught her right as she was leaving the store, and I was so excited. So nice. She immediately just like hugs you and like super warm and welcoming. Her family's really nice, and so I was super excited to get to meet her because maybe 2 years ago she had come to where I live to do a meet and greet, and I stood for 4 hours in line, and I was like 10 people away from her, and like security got out of control, and security's like, no one can meet her anymore, no one can touch her. They literally blocked her off and was like, you have 5 seconds to pass by and take a picture of her. I was like, I waited 4 hours in line. So I feel like this was my moment to finally be like, oh, I didn't get to meet her then, but I got to meet her now, and this is so much better anyway. So it was awesome. She was incredibly nice and sweet, and so was the rest of her family. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me and a little bit more about my life and our dog and my husband and stuff like that. And if you did, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!